My name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the Bookie Killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. The game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Steve Stevens, a.k.a. Hung the Fuck Over. Sitting here with my good friend, the Big Skipper, the chiropractor. You been straightening people out or what, Skip?
What? Yeah, oh yeah, straighten them out, buddy. You better believe it. I've been straightening a lot of things out.
Have you?
Yeah.
Well, we need to get a few things straightened out, man.
Rain Man, yeah.
Yeah?
Rain
Well,
Man.
that's all I need you to do is say yes or no throughout the whole podcast today. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's June 1st, 2017. Couldn't be more excited. Podcast number 124. Ooh. She always will be and always has been a...
filthy whore.
I love your attitude.
Dirty whore.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we got a great show for you today. As you know, NBA playoffs start today.
Yes.
Couldn't be more excited. You got Golden State taking on Cleveland in a absolute marquee matchup.
The NBA Finals, Steve, round 3. Here it is. It's the most-anticipated, what we've all been waiting for.
Well, when you look at it from a squares perspective and you look at the line right now, what are you seeing it doing? What do you see?
I've seen some heavy money come in on the under overnight. I know that.
Total is getting big money. Now,
yesterday I saw the total as high as 225.5 on this game.
Okay, well, you know what? We'll get into that when we get into some basketball. But, yeah, I want to ask you a couple questions about that as well. But, ladies and gentlemen, it's June 1st, Thursday. Absolute gorgeous day out here in Las Vegas.
Yes.
I'm hungover like I've never been before. I don't know if you guys ever seen that episode of Money Talks where I was at the horse stall throwing up.
Oh, I remember.
Same situation right now, but the show must go on.
You blamed it on the horse shit.
I said I didn't know if it was that losing game, the smell of horse shit, or the 3 bottles of Crown I drank last night.
I'd say it was a combination of everything.
Well, I want to give a shout out to my girl Kelly last night. It was her birthday.
Shout out. Happy birthday, Kelly.
You know, we went out to Beauty in Essex in the Cosmo.
Very nice.
Nice little restaurant. The steak was outrageous. The service was phenomenal. And I proceeded to probably drink 2 bottles by myself of Don Julio 42.
Oh, boy.
So I didn't know what the fuck to do, bro.
I know Kelly likes the tequila.
Hold on. That's not the end of it. You probably, I mean, I didn't polish off 2 bottles. The table had 2 bottles.
Right.
So I probably...
Believe me, I know that wasn't the end of it.
No. So it just got started with the tequila. You know, in the beginning in tequila, you're all excited. The party's nice. If you got good food there, your friends. Tequila's almost like a coconut. Get you real talkative in the beginning. You know, tequila is an upper. You know that.
It's an appetizer.
Yeah, whatever it is. It had us all pumped the fuck up, right? So I proceed to be Mr. Cool Guy. We ended up going Foundation Room for a second, which was absolutely fucking whack. Ended up back at Strip Steak. I ended up getting a bottle of Louis the 13th.
Wow.
Okay? Now, that I proceeded to drink the entire thing between 12 o'clock and 6 this morning.
Oh, boy.
Now, Skip, when I tell you that
No wonder you're 2 hours late for the pod.
When I tell you I've been blinking like fucking Pac-Man, it was the worst fucking... Buddy, I don't know if you guys ever drank cognac, or I've never... You know, you and I have drank Crown together, 3-4 bottles. You throw up, you feel like shit. You get on that fucking Louis, you're supposed to sip a drink throughout the night, couple shots.
Right.
I drank the bottle.
Wow. You
You know how I roll. So I was just mixing it with a little ginger, taking it to the fucking head. Buddy, all I could tell you was, I don't know if you ever drank Jaeger. I'm hallucinating today.
I can't stand Jaeger.
I have like my teeth are buzzing, shit's fucked up.
Right.
And I was yacked the fuck out, obviously.
Alcohol coming out the pores.
No, I was definitely poisoned. I mean, if anybody has ever drank, I mean, when you see people drinking Hennessy or Remy Martin, you don't drink a fucking bottle of it.
That's sipping. Those are sipping cordials.
Yeah. So, big mistake last night. I paid for it in a major way. Still really don't know who I am, but strong enough to come give you guys a podcast, give you the latest news, show you who's going to get the money for you, and bottom line, see if I can entertain you a little bit today. Fair enough?
Yeah, I mean, listen.
After all, people said it's the best hour, Thursday's the best hour of entertainment, and I give a shout out to all our fans that have been supporting us from day one and listening to the show.
Listen, live hard, play hard, right?
Either that or bet big, live large. Who's in charge?
You want to party like a rock star, then you got to work like an all-star.
Money, fast cars, diamond rings, gold chains, champagne, every damn thing, Skip. Why don't you tell them how to get a hold of us and let's do a little show for them today.
The easiest way to get a hold of us here at VIP Sports is by calling us 877-220-6540. If you go to our website, it's VIPSportsLasVegas.com. On there, you can put your phone number in. You can apply for a free pick. There's different packages on there if you want to get involved. We have different levels for different levels of sports bettors, of course. If you like what you're listening to here on the podcast, go ahead and subscribe. You can hear us on iTunes. You can hear us on YouTube. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell signal on there, and you'll be notified every time a new video comes out. Right, Steve?
Yeah, so we can ring their bell and their bookie's bell at the same time. You know what I mean?
Just flick it like a clit.
Oh, that's goddamn right. Well, we said that last week about the girls' massage, the clit rub.
Yeah.
Hashtag clit rub.
Yeah.
It's the rubbing tub. Anyway, like he said, just hit the bell, choose to receive notifications. That way you get alerted of the podcast, or if we do a Rolls Royce cam, or Skip's getting carried to the penthouse because he just can't go no more.
Wow.
You know his saying, he goes till he just can't go no more.
I go until I got no money left, or I just got to lay down. Whichever comes first.
Well, that came about 2 days ago when I got a call at 3 in the morning that you needed 20 stacks.
It comes frequently.
And as stupid as I was, I came down and gave it to you and lost 30 on my own.
All right, let's not bring that up.
Would you call yourself an enabler in that situation?
We enable each other. I mean, don't throw this all on me.
No, this motherfucker, that situation, I'm definitely going to point it right towards you. Well, I'm not one to point the finger, but when I'm sitting at home, you drew me in. The first thing you were like, oh, you're not coming. It was the sad guy. Fuck you. You obviously don't care about the guy that writes you $3.5 million a year. That was the first text. So instantly I was like, fuck, hell. Skip is obviously feeling down and out. So you got me in my emotion. Was a great intro. Great intro. Threw your rim in there. You reeled me right the fuck in, dude.
Well, I'm pretty good.
You know, and then, but that wasn't the end of it. You knew that you had got that big ass package that was sitting at the office. I was in Arizona. You knew I didn't get that. So it was kind of nice how you had me meet you at the office.
Well, you know, sometimes.
So not only did we have 20 grand, but let's just have 50 that we can fucking.
Yeah. 50's better than 20.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the most, to let you guys know that we're human beings, and I've talked about it with him. I am completely a retard for doing it. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't feel sorry for me. I got the money to do it, and it's entertainment for us. But at the end of the day, it's getting to the point where it's fucking ridiculous. You got the most feared sports bettor in the world, my #1 sports consultant that runs the sales force, two most composed sports guys in the industry. We get drunk and go trick off 50,000 into a stupid fucking machine that you know goddamn well ain't doing shit.
Or several machines.
Oh, several machines.
It's extremely entertaining.
But is it? See, so
we have a great time when we're doing it.
But you conversate, and I do see you having a good time. You really are. Yeah. I don't, dude.
Well, you go into this
at the end of the night.
You go into this fucking tunnel.
I don't want to talk to nobody. Actually, if you want to get money out of me, just walk up to me when you're gambling. You'll get a couple hundred to get away from me.
Well, you go into a tunnel, man. You're like focused.
I'm looking to win, dude.
You're like a horse with.
I'm looking at the bottom line, get the money.
You're like a horse with his blinders on. I mean, I'm there to socialize and have a good time, and get silly. You're all serious, man. You get fucking just focused straight ahead.
When it comes down to my money, I take it very, very serious. Same way you take all the clients' money. When I come in every morning to put them games on the board, and you get that fucking meeting, and you get everybody pumped the fuck up to go sell the game, same thing.
It's max out all the way around, is what you're saying.
Period.
Balls to the walls. That's the only way. That's the only way we know how people.
Go hard or go the fuck home. I'll hit the home run.
You run the bases.
You guys run the bases.
And by the way, don't blame this all on me. There's been plenty of fucking nights.
But listen.
There's been plenty of mornings, 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. I get a text or a phone call.
You should have brought that up in podcast 115. Yeah. That's got nothing to do with today.
I'm down 42,000.
Can't talk about. Huh?
Yeah, I'm down 42. I'm down 42,000. Get your fucking ass over here with 20 racks, Skip. 3 o'clock in the morning.
You know what seems to be the number that...
this ain't always me.
No, but it's always... Well, when we're together, it goes endless because I hit the cards.
Well, when we're together...
You want to talk about the Baccarat story where we're down a couple 100,000 being stupid.
Let's not.
But how about we just stick to sports betting where we make millions of dollars?
Yeah, for all you new people out there that have never seen this crazy-ass show, this podcast, Steve's the most feared sports bettor in the country. Most people know that. Unless you're living in a cave, you already know that. We had a show on CNBC on the Financial Network.
Made history with that show.
Called Money Talks, the only sports bettor in the history of the world to be on the #1 financial channel in the world, CNBC. The show is about professional sports betting here in Las Vegas.
Bringing people in and out, Lear jets, flying them in, million-dollar players.
How he entertains his clients when they come into town. We deal with the biggest sports bettors in the world.
Goddamn right.
We also have a lot of passion and a lot of pride in helping the average guy out there. So it doesn't matter if you're a $100 bettor, a $200 bettor, or a $20,000 bettor. We will absolutely help you, and we take pride in helping each and every one of you. The podcast is a spinoff from the TV show that was on CNBC, Money Talks. We do this podcast every week. We do it for the support of legalizing sports betting all over the world.
But more importantly,
to help you make money, period.
Give a shout out to Armed Force Radio Network.
Yes.
Shout out to all the military heroes out there. The VIP Sports Podcast being listened to by 3.5 million viewers. Which I don't know why the fuck you guys can't take the 5 seconds and press that subscribe button, huh? I mean, when you looked at our 7,000 subscribers and we're getting 3.5 million listens.
I actually have signed up more military clients here in the
they're signing up left and right.
I've had more military clients sign up in the last 2 weeks than I probably had in the last 6 months. I don't know what happened. I just think they love baseball. I don't know what it is, but the last 2 weeks, I've had more military clients come on board, sign up, and say they're looking for that second or third income, and they're ready to listen. They want to treat sports betting like a business, and it's been very good for all of us. Shout out to the military and the Armed Forces Radio Network, Steve.
Can I give you a reason why? First of all, ladies and gentlemen, there's a reason why you can bet $1 million on a hand of baccarat, $100,000 on a football game, but you can come out to Las Vegas and they limit you to $2,000 on a baseball game. The reason for that is because you can fucking win, period, if you know what you're doing. So there's a lot of money to be made, and you know what? Educated people have figured that out. They just haven't got to us. Like I said, to all those guys out there that are in my business, calling our sponsors and begging them to sponsor a podcast that you're doing, get the fuck out of here. A shout out to Anthony. Oh, man, that was funny.
Personal inside joke there.
Yeah, well, first of all, you got to go on like television, like CNBC, and get your show first. Number one. Number two, you got to be good looking. Number three, you got to actually bet games. You have to make millions doing that, and you have to be entertaining like I am.
Yeah, it doesn't work sitting in your underwear in front of your.
You can't just go do a podcast and fucking entertain people.
You can't take your cell phone and just set your cell phone up over here and then do a little video of you and your buddy in his backyard. Okay?
About nothing.
It just doesn't work.
Yeah, we're in Las Vegas doing this. Let the big boys handle that. But shout out to all our sponsors. We love you all. You know what I mean?
Yeah. When can they hear us on the Armed Forces Radio Network?
Check us out Fridays at 11:30 a.m. Pacific, Mondays at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m.
Pacific time. Yeah.
Why don't we get into a little baseball, Skip?
Speaking of baseball,
that's sponsored by Bet Online.
We love our baseball over here. Man, oh man, do we love our baseball.
We sure do. Before we get into it, give a shout out to our sponsor, Bet Online. Baseball segments brought to you with its management team since 1991. BetOnline.ag, one of the web's most popular betting destinations, offering wager on nearly every sport and event possible. Once you are in the action, you'll see firsthand why BetOnline.ag has an A+ rating, included the earliest opening odds in the industry. The best live betting software in the business, and most importantly, fast payouts.
Yeah, let me stop you right there.
No, I don't even want you to.
One of my clients picked up about $12,000 in 3 days, called them, and had no problem getting his money. They sent that check right out.
Beautiful. Well, I wouldn't be saying that. They might not be sponsoring us too long.
Sorry about that, brother.
Oh, fuck. Go to betonline.ag today and sign up for an account using the promotional code NEW2500 and get a 50% welcome bonus instantly added to your bankroll. BetOnline.ag. Let's get in some goddamn baseball. I want to start off right off the bat with who's hot, if you don't mind, Skip.
Who's hot? Who's not?
Well, the Houston Astros keep rolling along and adding to their plus 90 run differential. George Springer hit 2 homers, including one that projected at about 475 feet.
George Springer is an absolute beast. I saw that home run and I saw the replay.
Oh, he pounded that motherfucker harder than motherfucking Courtney's getting pounded by her new young fucking Algerian boyfriend.
Trout put one out down in Miami this past week that was just an absolute blast.
Shout out to Trout out there. Trout, I don't want to see you getting stole on like my boy Harper did, okay? I want you to represent out there, okay? Because we'll get to that later. Harper did get stolen. Trout
absolutely crushed the ball down in Miami this past couple days, but George Springer, that home run was a bomb. I saw it. I know what you're talking about.
Well, let's just get into a little segment, guys. These are teams that you want to look at. teams that are fucking getting you the money right now. Like I said, if you're looking for stats, you're looking for breakdowns on games, go to ESPN and go watch Stephen A. Smith or one of those fucking guys. Only thing we talk about is games that you can make money on. Give you stats and trends on betting against the spread. We've given you so much information on baseball over the last 2 months, you couldn't get it nowhere else. If you recoup the
last 5 years.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Oh, well, we've...
That's all we do is feed them with information, Steve.
We see the future all the time. We say shit that was going to happen way before it does, but...
Get your spoon, because we're feeding you right now. Once again, here it comes.
Carlos Carrera, Evan Gattis, also homer, and each drove in 3 runs to carry the Astros to that 17-6 blowout fucking win. Completed 3-game sweep over the Twins Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Target Field, what's up with that field?
Well, it's funny you mentioned Target Field, Steve.
Because that's where they got 17 runs at.
Well, it's funny you mentioned Target Field. It just so happens that Target Field, in the month of May, Steve, there was 1,060 home runs in the month of May in baseball, okay? It's the second most in Major League history. The second highest month for home runs in Major League history.
Fuck, that's
1,060 home runs, okay?
Well, that doesn't...
Target Field in Minnesota, that's where most of them have been hit. And there you have it. Houston went in there, put up 17 runs in 1 game.
Yeah.
Okay? The most home runs are happening at Target Field in Minnesota. Did you hear that? Did you get that information?
Write that down and circle it, because if you said you knew that, you're full of shit.
You didn't know that. Okay? And you want to know the team that's hitting the most home runs in the month of May? Tampa Bay. Bet you never would have guessed that either. Tampa Bay had 52, I believe, home runs in the month of May alone. 52, Tampa Bay. So Tampa Bay, the #1 team in home runs. Guarantee you didn't know that. And
well, they came back last night to pound fucking Texas, tie that game up in the end, and get the win in extra innings.
Absolutely. And Target Field up there in Minnesota, #1 field for home runs last month in the month of May. So
Houston's 38-16. Remember that they're a team that's absolutely hot, and you need to look out for them.
God, they're on fire.
I just want to go with one more.
They've won 9 out of 10, 7 in a row, Steve. On fire.
On absolute fucking fire.
And fuego to Houston Astros. Seems like we keep saying that every week.
No shit. Well, hello, if a team's paying you, we're going to fucking mention it until you guys... If you guys aren't betting on fucking Houston, there's definitely a problem.
Wake up. I mean, since the last podcast, if all you did was bet on Houston every day, guess how many you lost?
Zero. They just completed another sweep.
I can't keep doing this. I mean, no wonder they won't call me.
No shit.
I mean, if I keep doing this, Steve, they're not going to call me.
Well, I'll tell you a player that is trying to heat up a little bit or try to at least catch a record. Albert Pujols, the machine, 599 home runs.
Yes, 1 short. If he doesn't get it tonight, they're playing Minnesota. That game's in Anaheim, though. If he doesn't get it tonight, he's got all weekend to get it. He'll have it by, I'm going to project he'll have it by the end of the weekend, Steve.
And who holds those records, Skip?
599 home runs. 1 more for the Magic 600. Only 8 players in history have hit 600 home runs. He's looking to be the 9th.
Well, congratulations.
I think he'll be there by Sunday.
Yeah, how many of them people that were on that list were on juice? Or have got caught?
Probably.
So this whole 90% of this is tainted.
Probably 4 of them for sure.
4 of them?
Yeah.
All right. I'd have to say, how many did you say?
I'd say probably half of them.
But you know what? So what?
Whatever, man. I mean, the ball goes over the wall, it goes over the wall.
Period. If you're willing to train and you're willing to abuse your body, go do it. If I'm the owner, I want you to fucking play as hard as you possibly fucking can. I don't see it cheating. I just see it make you bigger, better, and stronger.
Speaking of Mike Trout and the Los Angeles Angels, my man Trout, who is Mr. Baseball, he will be a Philly next year, by the way. Just remember who told you that.
Has obviously stuck his thumb in too many asses, Skip, because
well, actually, he heard it slide it in a second. He didn't have it up anyone's ass. Trout slid into second a little awkwardly the other day, and sure enough, he tore some muscle in his thumb.
It landed him in the fucking surgery room is what it landed.
Yeah, landed him in the hospital and in the doctor's office getting a little surgery.
Shout out to Trout out there, man. Get back together and see what we can do.
You are baseball, Mike Trout. Get better, my friend.
Washington Nationals is a team you need to look out for as well. After that bench-clearing brawl, the league gave a 6-game suspension for Giants reliever Hunter Strickland and a 3-game ban for slugger Bryce Harper.
Correct.
Bryce, I love you to death. He's a Vegas boy. You got to remember, first of all, you've been in the league a long time. You're from Vegas. You should have been able to hit him with that helmet, first of all. Okay.
Well, that was a horrible helmet throw.
That was one of the worst helmet throws I've
Yeah.
ever seen in my life, but I got your back. You know what I mean? But, you know, repping Vegas, you should have been able to get that right to him.
Not only was it a horrible helmet throw,
Yeah.
when he threw the helmet, it caught him off balance and he kind of slipped, which caused him to be off balance.
To get stolen.
When Strickland threw that right cross and cracked you right in the face, bro.
But hold on, play that replay. Harper got on his
he
balance and came right back and blasted his
Hey,
ass.
to his credit, he didn't go down and he came back and
yeah.
blasted Strickland.
The fight is even, but here, you know, when you get in your feelings, like I said, my thoughts on the whole thing, I love him. I love him for rushing the mound. Don't forget,
Hey, he was
when you're
honest-
rushing a 6'5" pitcher
Yeah.
on the mound, he's standing 7 fucking feet tall. Remember that, first of all.
Well, first of all, Strickland tried to beam him. There's no doubt about that.
No doubt.
Bryce Harper had faced him twice in his career and both times hit a home run.
I respect the charge. Do you?
And absolutely. If I was Harper, I'd have done the same thing.
Me too.
He faced him twice. Both times he took him deep. And Strickland said, "You ain't taking me nowhere today, bitch," and just beamed him. And Strickland knew that there was a very good possibility that Bryce was going to come after him. And Bryce went after him. And Strickland threw his glove on the mound, stood there and said, kind of Nolan Ryan style, when he fucked up Robin Ventura, one of the best probably the best baseball fight of all time.
Well, not only that, they never expect a white boy like that to fucking throw
Yeah.
them things the way he was throwing them.
When Nolan Ryan beat the shit out of Robin Ventura,
that's his. That's not even my era. I know it because it was
that
legendary.
was the greatest baseball fight ever. But anyway, I mean, what a fool Robin Ventura. But anyway, it's kind of like the same thing, but Bryce Harper ain't no Robin Ventura. Bryce Harper's a pretty tough dude. I mean, that guy's sheer muscle.
A pretty tough dude.
Yeah, he's sheer muscle. Yeah.
He's one of the baddest fucking baseball players in Major League Baseball and will be for a while.
Yeah, he's a pretty strong dude.
But yeah, so
But Strickland is no pussy. Strickland's a big motherfucker, man.
I wanted to give a message and a shout out. Shout out to D. Hearn out there. I hope you're doing good. Has he pitched lately for the?
He pitches frequently.
Is he doing good?
Yeah, he's doing great.
Shout out to D. Hernandez out there. I know you're still mad at me, buddy. We'll be all right. Let's be friends.
So anyway, Strickland's a big dude.
The message.
Caught him on the right cross.
Yeah.
To Bryce Harper's fucking credit, he stayed up, he didn't go down, came back, and popped Strickland.
Shame on you pitchers. If you Skip, if I have fucking steel cleats on and a motherfucker's rushing me, I'm putting that steel right to his chest. Still, you can't. If the pitcher knows how to scrap, there's no player that should be able to rush and get you.
You're gonna kick him in the chest with your fucking cleats.
I'm spiking that motherfucker, rushes me out. Bow! I'm fucking kicking him right in his fucking chest with my spikes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, fuck. Steve Stevens gets arrested on the major league field for piercing Bryce Harper's heart with his fucking cleat.
I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah. Anyway,
and I would have done the same thing. So I got your back, Bryce. I mean,
end of the story. I got your back too.
That was a bitch move by Strickland.
Definitely. L.A. Dodgers 33-21. You said it before. You said it again. You still think the Dodgers are going to win the World Series? You've called me at 2, 3, 4 in the morning.
Yes, I do.
I can show these people hundreds of texts.
Well, I projected the Dodgers to win the World Series before the season started. That was my pick, and I'm sticking with it.
Well, let me tell you this. They've gone 19-9 in May, which if you're a statistical guy, that's taking you right at about 68%.
That's making you some serious money. They've won 11 out of their last 14 games.
They sure as fuck have, and just 4 saves all month.
That being said, I think Adam Wainwright just shut them down in the day game today.
Yes, they did. Plus, after starting the month in 3rd place in the NL West, they're now sitting at the top of the mountain looking down at these bitches.
Yeah, of course.
Despite losing last night to St. Louis.
Well, Colorado's been a little cold. I mean, they've lost 3 in a row. They've been getting beat up by Seattle, which is kind of weird. Colorado's only won 2 out of their last 7, which has allowed the Dodgers to move ahead of them.
Well, I mean, they got to just keep playing. Why don't we do a little segment here real quick? What's hot, what's not in baseball? Tell these guys who they need to be betting on and get the fuck out of here.
All right, well, just go over a couple of hot teams in baseball. Like I just mentioned, the Houston Astros have won 7 in a row, 9 out of the last 10.
Correct.
Dodgers, 11-3 their last 14. However, I believe they lost that day game today, so 11-4 their last 15. The Arizona Diamondbacks remain on fire. The snakes in the desert, Steve, down there in Phoenix.
They're biting motherfuckers for sure. Yeah, it's real hot out there.
12-4 their last 16 games, the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Yeah, you think they're getting people money, and they don't. Their line is realistic too. Their value for their. So remember how we talk about value on a favorite?
Yeah.
You get pretty good value with Arizona.
Doesn't take a rocket scientist to lay $240 to make $100 on a big favorite.
No one needs to bet Boston Red Sox minus 240. I mean, that doesn't do nothing for nobody.
In baseball, we're looking for value, and there's plenty of it out there.
Totals and underdogs.
Toronto Blue Jays have caught fire, Steve. They're winners of 8 out of their last 9. They won 3 in a row. The Blue Jays are back on track. Let me say this
Aren't they 8-1?
8-1 their last 9 games. 8 out of the last 9.
Unbelievable.
They won 3 in a row. Back on April 20th, Steve, the Blue Jays had the worst record in baseball. They had 3 wins and 14 losses.
Well, go Canada. They won 8 out of the last fucking 9 games. Sounds
Now
like they're balling a little bit.
Now all of a sudden they're approaching the 500 mark. They're back on track.
So are they officially out of foreclosure?
Yes, they are out of
And do you
foreclosure.
put them in your 6-figure?
They're not 6-figure teams yet. They got to at least hit 500, which
Do
they're
you
right
keep your
around
eye
the
on
corner.
them?
I've done more.
You definitely bet them right now after winning.
I've done a little more than kept my eye on them lately.
I saw you. Yeah,
You understand?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I've done a little bit more than keeping my eye on them. But anyway, they got a huge series with the Yankees this weekend. The Pinstripes will cross the border this weekend and head up to Toronto for that's going to be a big series starting tonight, I believe. CC Sabathia going up against Estrada tonight. That should be a great series.
CC Sabathia.
Yeah,
bet the over.
Fat Boy's going up against the Blue Jays.
The drunk fat boy. Well, Yankees, when the fuck are you going to get rid of that dude, man? Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. That should be one of the series to watch this weekend, though, Steve.
Seattle's a good team that, fuck, man.
Well, they just won 4 in a row.
I know, but people like them. I don't trust them. I don't like them. I think they're shit. How about that?
They are shit. And actually, they just beat the Rockies 3 games in a row, which is kind of weird because the Rockies have been on fire.
At home, too.
Yeah, I mean, that was a strange occurrence right there. But anyway, Colorado has slipped a little bit. They lost 3 in a row to Seattle. Kind of weird. And like I said earlier, Colorado's only won 2 out of their last 7. But
they must not be on the cush.
A couple other teams that have been hot, Steve. The Red Sox have won 8 out of 10. They've won a couple in a row. The Washington Nationals.
I told you earlier, look out for Washington.
They just won 3 games in a row on the road.
Yeah.
And you know what I think about road wins.
You have to win on the road if you're going to make it to the big dance, fellas.
If you're going to go anywhere, you got to win on the road. They won 8 out of 10. You want to talk about some teams that aren't so hot in baseball?
I want to give you 2 more that people probably wouldn't have any idea about. San Diego Padres 7-3 in their last 10 fucking games.
Yes.
You guys tell me that you've been betting your money on San Diego. I mean, come on.
Well, that leads me into who they're beating. They just swept the Cubs, Steve.
Yeah.
What is wrong with the Cubs?
Well, it all started out with that little Zika virus they got over there that spread throughout the clubhouse.
Great point.
The shortstop got a little dirty pussy. That spread around a little bit throughout the clubhouse. First baseman had a case of athlete's foot that turned into something fucking outrageous.
Okay, so if you catch the Zika virus, you're getting dirty pussy, and you mix that in with athlete's
There
feet.
was some major sickness in that locker room.
All of a sudden, you lost 6 games in a row.
Oh, you're fine.
You came out to the West Coast, got your ass kicked. You got swept by the Dodgers. You got swept by the Padres. The Padres.
Let me give you a stat. The Cubs were 3 for 40 with runners in scoring positions on the road trip, including a 1 for 9 performance on Wednesday.
Well, that'll lose you games. 3 for 40 with
Did you hear
runners.
that?
3 for 40 with runners in scoring position.
So I can give you stats on why the Cubs are terrible, but in between me and you, they got that sickness. You're confident that it's real fucking early. And they can still come back. I look at them like they need a lot of help. But
here's my take on the Cubs.
Easily could come back and be right there.
Would you like Skip's take on the Cubs?
Yes, sir.
Here's a young team with a lot of great talent that accomplished something for the city of Chicago that they've been waiting for 100+ years and won the World Series.
Well, tell Madden to stop doing so many goddamn commercials.
Well, it's funny you mention that. That's exactly where I was headed, actually. You read my mind. It's amazing how we think alike, people. This is a young team that hit success, that did something for a city they've been waiting for forever, and I don't think they know how to deal with that kind of level of success.
And continue to play at that level?
They're young. They're a young team.
So they're fucking everybody.
No.
They're the champions.
Well, they're the champions.
Right now, they roll everywhere. We're the World Series champions, bitch. What's up? Meet me in room 112.
Yeah, everybody's been licking their ass, picking up their checks in restaurants, picking up their bar tabs. They're too busy making commercials with David Ross, okay? I mean, who gives a fuck about David Ross?
Play ball.
These guys are in every fucking commercial. The manager's even making commercials, as you said, Joe Madden. I mean, they went out to the West Coast and...
Got embarrassed.
Well, you know, think about what they did when they were going to L.A., okay? They're going out to L.A., so what do? They all dress up as what? That Avengers movie or whatever, in a theme. They all had their suits on. They go out to L.A. like big swinging dicks, like we're the champions.
I like when he laughs when they lose. What's that all about?
They all dress up, though. Do you see how they went
I
on that
see
road
it.
trip?
I see it.
They all wore their different, funny suits, portraying the actor in the movie.
Anchorman,
that's what it was. Yeah. They all dressed up like Anchorman, the movie. And, come on, man, snap out of it. Get back to fucking baseball, dude.
It's almost, I don't know what's worse, that or like when LeBron used to dance when he first got in the league and shit.
I think they're a young team.
What do you think? LeBron dancing, or are these guys getting too Hollywood?
They're a young team. They've arrived a little too quick, and I think it's going to their head. They got a little complacent, man. They got to get back into the game.
These are teams who you don't bet.
When you're getting swept by the fucking Padres, it's
a flat-out embarrassment.
There's obviously a problem.
Are the Padres still the worst team in the league?
No, the Phillies are.
Well, I know that.
Thank you for mentioning.
Yeah, Phillies are the worst team in the league officially right now.
6-25 their last 31 games.
Oh my God.
That is a foreclosure team
Without
of all foreclosures.
Yeah.
That will have you living in Section 8 housing.
No doubt about it.
If you're betting the Phillies, prepare to move into Section 8 housing.
Phil, and speaking of teams that'll put you in Section 8, write this down, ladies and gentlemen. These are teams you don't bet right now. Baltimore Orioles. A guy was commenting that you said they were hot, and he was acting all stupid when we mentioned
No,
it.
I said the Baltimore Orioles are a solid team. They're going through some tough times right now. They're still a decent team. They got a great lineup.
With 5-14 in their last 19 games,
yeah.
I don't want nothing to fucking do with them.
Well, I don't want nothing to do with them either.
So write this down. These are teams that you're not betting right now, period. Minnesota?
Minnesota's in a losing streak. They've lost 5 out of 6. I mean, they lost 4 in a row.
Who else?
Baltimore, as you said, 5-14 their last 19 games. They're playing the Red Sox right now, too. I mean, just listen, Baltimore plays a tough division. Okay, they're in the American League East. I mean, there's no easy games. I mean, you got the Red Sox, you got the Blue Jays, you got Tampa Bay. There's no easy games over there.
No, it really isn't.
The Yankees. I mean, when is there ever an easy game in the American League East? That's the hardest division in baseball. Okay, bottom line is Baltimore's a solid team. They're going through some tough times right now, and you definitely don't want to put their money on them, or you will be living in Section 8 housing. Texas is slumping right now, Steve. 2-7 their last 9 games. Okay, very good at home. They're like 16-10 at home, I believe, right in that neighborhood. Very good home team. Terrible on the fucking road.
They lost at home last night in the extra innings.
Yeah, terrible fucking slump they're in. 2-7 their last 9 games. The Phillies I just mentioned. My God. I mean, all you got to do is bet against the Phillies every day.
San Francisco.
That's all you got to do.
San Francisco is 2-7.
San Francisco blows. They're horrible. They've lost 3 in a row.
Terrible.
Cubs are fucking slumping, an under 500 team. And we already mentioned Colorado's in a little bit of a slump. They just lost 3 in a row to Seattle. But they're better than that. So I wouldn't consider Colorado a foreclosure team by any means.
But teams that I don't want you guys betting this week, Baltimore, Minnesota, Texas, Phillies, Cubs, San Francisco. I'd even say stay away from Colorado right now.
Just for a little bit till they get hot again.
Teams that'll get you paid and have been getting us fucking super paid. Boston, Toronto, Houston, Seattle, Washington Nationals, Miami.
I'd throw Seattle and Miami out of there, though.
I can't say San Diego.
Yeah.
Arizona, Dodgers without any shadow of a doubt.
Yeah, let's stick with Boston, Toronto, and Houston are getting you paid. The Nationals and the Dodgers in Arizona, safe bets.
We're going to take a commercial break. We'll get right back, and we'll get in some NBA playoffs. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
BetDSI.com. Over 20 years in business, A+ rated and fast and free payment of winnings with odds on all sports and global events. Get a free $25 right now to try the site and a 100% bonus on your first deposit. Go to BetDSI.com now because it's only a game until you bet it.
The Tiger Stream is the best media streaming Android device that I've ever used.
And when it comes to looking for something to watch, I swear, the Tiger Stream box is
From the moment you open the box, the Tiger Stream is going to stand out from all the other streaming box providers.
Pretty much, we're getting rid of cable because we heard about this.
And y'all already know what it is. Your boy Soulja Boy. Shout out to Tiger Stream. We just opened it up straight out the box.
With all the content this device can access, it literally pays for itself in just a few months.
Yeah, man. If you ain't got this in your crib, you ain't no big dog, man.
You do like making money, correct? I'm Steve Stevens. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie. I'm the Bookie Killer. Whether you're here in town on business or to flat out gamble, don't forget, sports betting is a multi-billion-dollar industry and you deserve your fair share. Call 877-220-6540 or go to VIPSportsLasVegas.com, mention this ad, and get a $500 personal play absolutely free. See you in the winner's circle.
Welcome Welcome back, everybody. From the break, how was your break? My break was great. How was your break, Steve?
Mine was a little bit of Gatorade mixed in with this nutritional supplement to try to get rid of the hangover. Had a little oxygen and a little berries.
We need one of those oxygen bars right now.
No doubt about it. Mixed in with a splash of my new Sour Diesel Master Closer Kush.
Tangerine?
Hybrid. Yeah.
Tangerine Kush?
It's a tangerine sour mixed with my OG Master Closer. Unbelievable.
Tangerine sativa.
No, it's a hybrid. It's indica and sativa mixed together.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, you talking about knocking your socks off? You talking about being higher than a giraffe's asshole? I mean, that's
that's pretty high.
It don't get no higher than that.
Let's get into the NBA Finals. Game 1 starts tonight. Before we get into the NBA Finals, the NBA segment of this podcast, folks, is brought to you by Paperhead, paperhead.com. If you're like Steve Stevens and you bet big and you live even larger, like he was just describing, if you want your piece of this billion-dollar industry, there's no better place than Paperhead.com. Start making real money with the best sports management software in the business, built with exclusive tools to maximize your profits quickly and easily. And who doesn't like an easy and quick profit? You can track the lines from every pro and college sports league, get access to a 24-hour support staff every day of the year. Make sure to jot down the link that you see below. Jot it down. Should be on your screen right now. For all you free guys out there that love the word free, a free 3-week trial over there at paperhead.com. Secure and user-friendly platform. Absolutely free for 3 weeks. Fair enough, Steve?
Fair enough. NBA Finals couldn't be more exciting matchup. You got two teams. Like if everybody said these are the two teams I'd like to see play, you got them. So
well, it's like Barkley said. Why are we even playing the playoffs?
Exactly. So yeah, we said it the whole year. Just go ahead and have Golden State play Cleveland.
Is there any kind of mystery here?
No. I like how a couple of guys. I had a guy on there on the comment that said, "You had me until you said the NBA was scripted."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, it pretty much is.
Well, like I said, if you don't see that, I got a scripture right under my balls. I want you to go ahead and get it, all right?
I got your script.
Yeah, hanging. I got 2 of them. You want them on your chin? Or anyway, let's talk about this line because...
the total's been very interesting in this line
The
tonight.
total is very, very interesting. We talked about this in the beginning of the show. I'm real fucking confused. I'm not confused, but I know the public is. Golden State is -7 with a 225.5 over-under.
Right, that's what it's pretty much been all week.
Numbers at 225 is the largest total in recorded betting history of the NBA Finals.
Yes, very interesting. Now, why do you think that is? Well, it's pretty obvious.
No defense.
No defense, really. Golden State has a better defense, which I think will be the deciding factor in the series, by the way.
No, Durant's going to be the deciding factor due to the fact that he's going to be able to move around with the big boys a little bit. He's a big boy that can move pretty fast.
Well, Cleveland in the postseason has played 13 games. They're 12-1.
Can we agree no one can hold LeBron? He's just the baddest motherfucker in basketball, period.
That's obvious.
So it's all going to come down to LeBron for Cleveland.
Well, of course.
And Irving out there.
It always does.
You got to have 1 or 2 guys that are helping you, though.
Yeah, you have to have a supporting cast, kind of like me and you.
Go ahead.
Right?
Yeah.
So out of the 13 games Cleveland has played, 9-4 to the over. So 9 of the 13 games have gone over. Now, Golden State, on the other hand, as we should know, is 12-0. They're 12-0 in the postseason.
Oh, yes, they are.
The 12 games that Golden State has played, 9 of the 12 have gone over. So only 3 unders in the playoffs for Golden State. So that's why they set the number at 225.5. That's why it came out as the highest total posted in the history of the NBA Finals. Because combined, they're 18-7 to the over this year in the postseason, the 2 teams. Now, that being said, a whole lot of money came in overnight between last night and today on the under. To the point where the line has moved 2 to 2.5 points. It was down to 223, 223.5 right before we came into this room, Steve, about an hour ago.
Well, what that is, brother, it's the public, and the public would have to be smart to wager their little shekels on something like that because it's the highest total in NBA history.
Correct.
That's not something that you just want to go fire on the over and go against history. Did you hear what the fuck they said? It's the highest total recorded in NBA history. Now, I understand the 2 matching up. It's going to almost be like a fucking all-star game, you know what I mean? Or an exhibition game with it. I see this game, but don't forget, they've been off for a week. You don't know what's going to happen. A lot of money, dumb money, has came in on the total. It's changed it 2 points. I don't.
The line pretty much has stayed the same for Golden State. Golden State's -7. Some of the sharp people that I've talked to and I know in the business, they say the line should be 5, maybe 5.5. They feel it might be a little overinflated. However, there is a stat in Game 1, Steve, that you're aware of. In Game 1 matchups, people, in the NBA Finals, the last 12 years, the favorite is 11-1 against the spread. That's 92%.
Yeah, I mean,
okay?
I think, if you can't do your percentages, I don't know.
Did you hear what I just said?
Yeah, go again.
In Game 1 of the NBA Finals, the last 12 years, the favorite is 11-1 against the spread.
So, do you want to take a team that's 11-1, or do you want to make a bet and go against history?
Do you want to take a team that hasn't lost a game in the
Hello?
Here's a team that hasn't lost a game in the postseason. They're at home, and the trend in the NBA the last 12 years is that the favorite covers Game 1 11 out of 12 times.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to take the points. Listen, give us a call, and we'll help you out. Chances are you won't have time to get in on this game, but if you call us at 877-220-6540, we'll help you not only with the rest of the NBA Finals, Steve, but we'll help you make a hell of a lot more money in baseball right now.
We'll build your bankroll, we'll make you a second income, and we'll bottom line show you the formula for success and how to make yourself some extra money. Bottom line. Here's another stat.
We'll make your bookie cry.
Now, the opposite of what you just said in Game 1 and Game 2. Game 2 favorites are only 2-7 against the spread.
Correct.
In the last 9 or 10 years. I think at 9 years.
So basically, what they're
11-1 favorites Game 1.
So basically, what this trend is saying is come right out of the gate with that home favorite on Game 1.
Yeah.
They'll cover 11 out of 12 times.
I have to say, if Golden State wins, they're going to cover.
And then Game 2, the dog usually gets the money.
2 out of 7. 2 and 7.
7 out of the last 9 years, the dog gets the money in Game 2.
Just know this. Golden State has covered 6 of their last 7 games overall and gone over 5 straight times, like you said. There's only been only 8 sweeps in the 70-year history of the NBA Finals.
Yeah, this isn't going to be the 9th.
No.
I can tell you that.
Cleveland has trailed in 3 games by double digits, but came back to win each one. I got a question. Is Tristan Thompson and Khloe Kardashian in the NBA, I mean...
They're saying they're dating, basically.
Yeah, I mean, how many
NBA guys is this chick going to date?
I was just going to say, how many cocks can a girl gobble? How many NBA... How many NBA cocks can you gobble? What the fuck?
At one time?
Yeah.
All right, well, there's your question of the week. How many cocks can a girl gobble at one time?
Tristan Thompson is dating Khloe Kardashian. You think the Cavs should be worried?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Oh, fuck. Steve Kerr's not coaching Golden State in Game 1.
No. Well, he's been out the whole fucking playoffs. He's got the bad back syndrome.
Fuck, man. How tall is he? He doesn't seem like a...
I'm not sure how tall he is, but I know he's got the bad back issue.
Is that a big deal?
No.
I don't think so.
They don't need Steve Kerr. I mean, they know what the fuck to do. They obviously proved they can win without him. I mean, I don't think it's an issue at all. I don't even know why they keep bringing it up in the media, to be honest with you.
Well, because we've already proved that, like, if Green goes crazy, he can't control him. So there's no sense if he's there or not anyway. If Green, what do you think factor he plays in this?
I don't know. The only Green that's going to go crazy is the Green.
As if you call 877-220-6540.
Give us a call, and your Green's going to get crazy. Your bookie's Green is going to be in your pocket.
That's a fact.
The Cleveland Cavaliers in the postseason, Steve, 7 covers, 4 losses, 2 ties. 7-4-2 in the postseason, Cleveland. Golden State, on the other hand, they've covered 8 out of the 12 games they've played against the number. That's 67%. So, once again, Golden State, Game 1 tonight.
Look, I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, should be a great marquee matchup. Like I said, it should look like an exhibition game, or they could come out off a week rest and give somebody completely different. 11-1, the favorite in that series.
Yep.
Remember that versus playing a total that's the highest total in recorded NBA history.
Yeah,
so,
and a whole lot of money came flying in on the under in the last 24 hours. So listen, stop guessing. The moral of the story is this. We could sit here and give you this information all day long. You could sit there with your notepad and your pen while we're talking to you and make your notes and then try to do it on your own and guess just by what we're saying. Or you can give us a call at 877-220-6540. Let us take you by the hand. Let us walk you right through this so there's no mistakes, and let us maximize your profit Let us show you a track record of consistency because, believe me, we got the proven formula for success, and there's no reason why you shouldn't have it too. Give us a call.
You deserve the finer things in life. So does your family. I want to help you get them.
Let's talk some hockey, baby. Hockey.
I was just going to say, we got a young rookie that's coming out fucking outrageous in these Stanley Cup finals. Pittsburgh takes a 2-0 lead. Want to let you know the National Hockey Finals segment is brought to you by BetDSI.com. My good boy Anthony over there. Shout out to Anthony. Operating for more than 20 years, BetDSI is an A+ rated and offers fast payment winnings with odds on all sports and global events. From the player who demands it all, including office pools, poker rooms, horse wagering, and skill games, to the well-better like myself who needs a no-nonsense, high-limit sportsbook. BetDSI is the perfect choice. Head over to BetDSI today to create your player account using the promotional code CHEDDAR and get a $25 free play.
Nice.
If you're looking for the best solution and a place to place your action, go to BetDSI.com, where it's only a game until you bet it.
Yep.
Fair enough?
It's all fun and games till somebody gets hurt.
You're goddamn right. Penguins take game number 2 and take a 2-0 lead. What do you think here, Skip?
Well, I think I told everyone before the playoffs started when you asked me. I said, I think one of the hardest things in the world to do is to repeat a Stanley Cup championship. However, I believe the Penguins were going to do it this year, Steve. And sure enough, here they are with a 2-0 lead in the Stanley Cup Finals. Just another reason why you should call Nostradamus. Just another reason why you should get a hold of us, because we're pretty good at projecting shit. We're pretty good at seeing the future, and that's what it takes if you want to get paid when it comes to sports betting.
Yeah, so let's talk.
Penguins, 2-0 lead. They won 4-1 last night.
You don't sound too excited for the Stanley Cup, man. It's the most bang-up.
What are you talking about?
I mean, I love watching the hockey fucking.
It's fucking great.
Stanley Cup playoffs, the action in that, I mean, they hit harder than any other sport. It's a no-nonsense contact sport where you can go out there and actually be willing to whoop a motherfucker's ass to win.
They hit harder. They hit harder than Kourtney Kardashian's new Algerian boyfriend's hitting her. That's pretty hard.
Dude, I mean, so anyway.
Sorry to throw you off there, bro.
Yeah, I don't. We'll get back into hockey in a second.
With a vision like that.
Well, I'm just saying, I mean, supposedly Scott Disick and Kourtney Kardashian are at war, as everybody knows. Kourtney's coming out with her new Algerian boyfriend. So she's getting away from the white boys.
Yes.
She's moving in with she's got an Algerian guy now.
Okay.
You better make sure you wear rubber, sweetie, because you have she's half Sasquatch as it is. So you have a kid with an Algerian and her. I don't know who would be hairier, a Sasquatch or their kid.
Hairier? Oh,
you know those Kardashians by nature are hairy as a motherfucker.
Oh man, they need
Armenian people are hairy as fuck.
They need. They should do an aftershave commercial.
Oh, no doubt.
Like a fucking the shaving lotion.
But anyway,
shaving cream.
Kourtney, I like you. You're cool. You're acting like you're fucking a young guy because Scott's fucked every bitch in the world.
This sounds like jealous dick to me.
Yeah, it is, because you can see in her eyes she's not happy. She's just getting pounded, and it is what it is.
Well, isn't Scott out there banging? They're in Cannes right now. They're in France, right?
Oh, yeah.
Supposedly.
Yeah, they're at the Cannes.
And Scott's been cited with 5 different bitches in 5 days that he's been there.
I mean, if I had to choose up on what side here, like go with Kourtney or Scott, what boat?
That's easy.
You want to be on a boat where you're eating nuts and fucking grapes and fucking in Algerian, or you want to be on a boat with supermodels, cocaine, and a fucking big party?
I'll take Scott's boat.
Yeah, I'm going to roll with Scott Disick on this, Kourtney. I'd rather be on the party boat with Scott. Don't get me wrong. I think Scott is an absolute fucking dork. I've watched him on the show. He's a kid that got money and acts like he's cool. Deep down, he's a nerd. I like him. I like his game. He pimped the fuck out of you, Kourtney. He got with those Kardashians, got on TV, went to the next level with it, and made a lot of fucking money. Hats off to you, Scott.
Yeah, he's not like you and I, though. This kid's a silver spoon fuck.
That's what I'm saying. He's a fucking idiot.
This kid's born in the money.
He's not a street kid. Yeah. He acts like he is, but he has no street fucking smart. He ain't no thug.
Yeah, when it comes right down to it, he's got no game at all.
He's a wankster, straight up. Exactly. You ain't hard at all.
Is he banging
You're a TV tough guy.
Is he banging hot chicks on a regular?
Oh, every fucking...
Absolutely.
Scott's going around the world and
yeah,
he's fucking everybody.
It's been cited that he's made out with 5 different chicks in the 5 days that he's been there.
Right.
Kourtney's a little upset about it, so she grabs herself some Algerian cock.
Little model, looks good, 6'4", six-pack, whatever, fucks or whatever.
She gets this Algerian and starts fucking banging her, saying, how do you like this now? I'm banging an Algerian. And he says, whatever you want to do. I got a different supermodel every day over here. But you know what's fucked up about the whole situation, bro? They got 3 fucking kids, don't they?
Yeah, that's the one thing that you gotta be cool about.
I mean, Disick, you're an asshole, bro. When it comes right down to it.
What about mom doing her tit for tat, getting front page for fucking another dude?
I'm talking to Scott right now. Scott, take care of your kids, bro.
No doubt.
I mean, you're out there pumping out 3 kids with this Kardashian whore. I mean, come on, bro. Take care of your children.
Whether you like her or not.
Yeah, you're laying on a boat over there with drugs and fucking alcohol.
That's a fact.
And banging different chicks every day. You know, that's all great if you're fucking just out of college and you're single.
And you're paying for pussy anyway. Like we said, you're not a street dude. Exactly. You ain't knocking these fucking models off like off GP.
Yeah,
you're knocking them off because it's your boat, or you put in a $250,000 for whatever the event was or whatever. They're pimping you.
Yeah, exactly.
Because anyone from the street sees right through your fucking
snap out of it. Go take care of your kids.
And
man.
Courtney, you have kids as well. They don't need to be reading about their mom looking out a window riding a fucking Algerian cock as some get back for fucking doing your fucking thing. You know what I mean? She's sleeping out the window as she's sitting on a fucking cock. You know what I mean?
What's that, mommy? Oh, that's an Algerian cock in my ass.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
But anyway, Penguins 2-0 to get back to the Stanley Cup Finals. Series heads to Nashville Saturday night for Game 3. Nashville will be minus 135 with a total of 5.5 under minus $1.35.
Correct.
So, I mean, fuck. I mean, if Nashville... I don't know how I look at that. I look at it as a must-win for Nashville.
Well, of course. They lose that game, they're finished. I look at it as a fucking sweep for the Penguins.
I was just going to say, I look at it as an easy underdog win.
Yeah, I think fucking Nashville's in deep, deep shit. I mean, turn up the country music over there. And
Skip.
I got a tear in my beer.
What would
and
make you...
I'm crying for you, dear. I think Nashville's in big trouble, dude.
What would make you, as a sports bettor, after that 2-0 ass whooping, come back and bet Nashville minus $1.35?
Nothing. I'd play the under in Game 3.
No doubt about it.
There's your free pick.
Huh?
There's your free pick.
Tell them again.
Under 5.5 in Game 3 in the Stanley Cup.
It's bottom fucking line, guys.
There's a free one for you.
Huh?
There's a free one.
All right. Anyway, I got some boxing news.
Boxing news?
That you're goddamn right. We got to get into a little boxing. Boxing news is brought to our boys over there at Tiger Stream.
Tiger Stream.
Goddamn right. If you're like me and you're betting big money and you want to have every single game or anything that you want on TV, with Tiger Stream, you can now watch any game from around the world whenever you want.
Yeah, you're telling me you loved it, man. You called me the other night and told me you were watching it hooked up at the house over there.
Yeah, we got 4 of them.
You're loving that shit, Tiger Stream.
Yeah, well, what it is it was even cooler because as long as you got Wi-Fi, we took it to the beach house, plugged it in. All the kids watch the movies. It's really good for my little kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They can watch whatever, whenever. Simply connect the Tiger Stream to your home Wi-Fi and get access to every major sporting event. Tiger Stream also offers access to TV shows and movies without any annoying pop-ups, malware, or viruses. Shop now at Tiger Stream TV. Use the promotional code VIP. Get $75 off your order. Keep it real. Get rid of your cable bill.
Listen, this Tiger Stream shit, guys, is really the shit. You want to see any game out there? You want to watch movies, like you said? You want to entertain the kids? Put on whatever kind of movie they want? Listen, Tiger Stream, tigerstream.tv. If you go over there right now, put in the code VIP, they're going to give you $75 off the box, right, Steve?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really a good product. Go check it out, peeps.
So anyway, as far as boxing, and you can't really call it boxing. Well, De La Hoya's involved with it, so you could call it boxing. Dana White tells TMZ Sports he has 3 simple words for Oscar De La Hoya. What the fuck? White is furious with De La Hoya after Oscar publicly trashed the Mayweather versus McGregor negotiations. De La Hoya is calling it a joke of a fight that would kill the sport of boxing. White posted a video on Instagram showing Oscar praising UFC versus boxing fight for, months and months. Shows Oscar promoting it. Oscar's a promoter, Dana. I mean, just like you. Try not to get in your feelings. If you know what you're doing, this is all part of promoting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If he could get the fight and one of his fighters were going to fight UFC, he'd promote it all day long.
Of course.
But he knows it's only going to happen with Mayweather, so he's going to say, guess what? Fuck that. It's going to be an absolute joke. But I do want to say something to you, though, Dana. Floyd Mayweather and McGregor fighting is a joke.
Yeah.
I don't know, if you guys have something planned where he's going to try to, kick Floyd or do something outrageous, because you guys are borderline, WWE with the marketing. I mean, don't get me wrong, tough up fucking fighting motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah.
They're hard. And like I said, you're comparing UFC to boxing once again. 2 different things. So, Dana, understand this. Of course, De La Hoya is a hypocritical weirdo. He always has been. De La Hoya snorts more cocaine than fucking Charlie Sheen.
Allegedly.
And that's a lot.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Well, no. He snorts more cocaine than Charlie Sheen. That is a fucking fact. All right. So, of course, he's going to be all over the place. De La Hoya is a promoter. It is what it is. Dana, I wouldn't let that get to you. But let me get back to when he says it's a joke of a fight. It's not a joke of a fight, number one, because it could be $1 billion fight if it happens. So financially and for entertainment purposes only,
right,
it would be a fantastic event. But Dana, if you could honestly, seriously think McGregor can put on gloves, go there and box a 12-round championship with Floyd Mayweather Jr., or I can give you another 20 fighters that it's going to be a fucking embarrassment. He's going to beat the fuck out of him. And like De La Hoya says, at the end of the day, it's not going to be any good press for boxing. Don't you agree? Yeah. Floyd going in there beating him, it's all for money and entertainment. I want Floyd to go get paid. I actually want this to happen. And Dana White, you're doing your best calling TMZ every 3 days with your Twitter and your fucking Instagram, dude. Take the fucking money that you got and kick it. You're a Vegas boy, man. My daughter is actually going to his party. His daughter's having a 16th birthday party.
Oh, yeah?
And they're having, what's the fucking rapper's name? Be Humble, Kendrick Lamar.
Be Humble.
Yeah, and every kid gets a pair of Yeezys.
Nice.
So Dana White is a cool-ass dude. I mean, and he has kids, and my kids go to his house. They all go to the same school. I don't know him personally. I met him through Floyd a long time ago before he blew up. But like I said, I don't think it's going to happen unless, Dana, it goes under Mayweather Productions. You need to back down and stop worrying about the UFC because UFC is going to gain off this beyond belief. How that fight can happen, for sure, let it go under Mayweather Productions. Floyd will pay homeboy the $25 million. You'll get your cut, Dana. Floyd will get the majority of the money. After that, Floyd's done. You guys, that'll pump UFC, Ari Emanuel, and all those Asians that just bought that fucking company. That would take that to a whole nother level. So Ari Emanuel and the new owners of UFC and Dana White, I would have a meeting with Dana, tell Dana to get the fuck out of the way, take a little amount of money, let Floyd make the most of the money, and go get one of the baddest, most entertaining things of all year on. Which, if it's a clean boxing fight, it's going to be an embarrassment. McGregor gets killed. It's a bad eye for boxing. And on the other hand, if he goes in there and tries to do something foul, people are going to get hurt for real. I don't think that's what wants to happen.
Well, listen, I mean, there's nothing wrong with getting your piece of the pie. And let me do this, Steve, before you wrap up this big podcast.
I gotta watch the playoffs. I got some people to call, some money to make, and I got a fucking playoff party to go to.
Shout out to my boy Frank. One of my whales is in town from Scottsdale, Arizona this week. Shout out to
Jabir.
Shout out to Frank, Jabir. Shout out to my boy Joe, Big Sal. Shout out to everyone out there. Now listen, let me talk to you on a serious note right now, people. There's a whole lot of money being made in baseball right now. If you're not getting a piece of this, shame on you. Baseball, I'm extremely passionate about. It's my favorite sport. I follow the game inside and out. I make more money betting baseball than any sport, period, by far, bar none. Okay? 2 months of the season have already gone by. If you let that 2 months pass you by, shame on you. Do not let the month of June get by you, okay? I'm going to run you a promotion right now that you absolutely can't refuse, kind of like from The Godfather, Steve. I'm going to give you a deal you can't refuse.
I'm going to let you end the podcast with your deal. Just real quick, ladies and gentlemen, no matter what you do in life, no matter what type of sales job you're in, always stay positive. Always stay motivated and always have people around you that can inspire you. If anybody's not on your level or if you have anybody that has negativity, you got to get them out of your circle, period. I want you guys to stay positive. I want you to be excited because it's the only thing you can accomplish good things in life. Stay focused. You can accomplish anything you want if you put your mind to it. Pick up the phone and call. I'm going to take you from crawling to balling.
It must be the money talking.
It's Steve Stevens, I bust your bookie head open. Split it to the white meat, I ain't joking. Me and Dirt Bomb in the ghost float. Straight OG like that kush I be smoking. It's way too potent for rookies to come hit it. A little white girl around, I might sniff it. Popping bub in the club, so twisted. My pops keeps telling me to go get it. So I'm at the sports book, betting big on the Clippers. I'm talking about 5 figures, I need a few shots of liquor. Might need another zipper if the bomb play me. Fuck around and put a $500,000 on Tom Brady. When it comes to betting sports, Steve Stevens a beast. Need a certified winner called VIP Sports. Got too many felonies to ride around with my Glock, so sure to keep it since I got shot in Vegas like Pac. Here in